inside your love, deep inside your love, inside, deep inside your love, deep inside, deep inside, deep inside your love, deep inside your love.
Doom, doom. I cannot find the words to say how I feel. Thank you, Maggie Smith, aka the Dowager Countess of Grantham, for that great line in television history. Now, was Trey Songz actually fucking someone while recording that track? We will never know, or at least I'll never know. What? I've never had sex, so I'm not exactly sure what goes on in those quote unquote moments. I mean, homegirl could have been faking it for all I know. It happens more oftentimes than you think. But compared to Caribbeans, yeah, Americans ain't got nothing, okay? And their stuff, it just seems like it's edited for television. Or I guess I should say radio in this case. But anyways, I mean, the way Caribbeans talk about sex, you would think the artists had sex with one another before they did a quote unquote collab. I mean, their attention to detail, or should I say the details they use, is just Lord of mercy. Can I get a whoa? Whoa. Pick up Candy for that line there. Jesus Christ, what Matthias say, from okra slime, the glue, the grip, the glamity, fat underneath, cocky long like rope, full of vein, not smooth like straw, and of course, the infamous opening of the song Moving Mountains by the artist Alkaline. I have a penis for your vagina hole. I swear to God, only Jamaicans would start a song like that. What Matthias said, only the Jamaican them would have started a broadcast song like that. I cannot, okay? But with all this talk of sex, and sex, constantly everywhere you look, and my straight up indifference / repulsion to it, let's re-talk about, you guessed it, sex. Now, first off, we've already talked about sex. Yes, in the first section, episode 4 was it good for you to be specific? Go check that shit out. But I didn't get to touch on everything I wanted to, so here's part 2, or should I say, the redo for you all. Sex. Ah, yes, sex. It has many names. Intercourse, making love, fucking, sleeping with someone, afe bagay, masha works, dugu dugu, danse coupe, whatever you want to call it, it is a mess, okay? For one, how does it start? Well, it kind of depends. Sometimes it could happen out of the blue via a one-night stand where people, usually 2 people or multiple people in some cases, they get together, have sex. There's some morning after awkwardness of, your Uber is already outside. Where you about to go? Don't exactly linger, aka Ruby Rose. No shade, girl, but still. Have your own, and don't depend on a nigga just to have your ride. You gotta have your own, sis. Anyway. And then, of course, there is the interesting walk of shame where your clothes are either inside out, half torn, smeared, this, that, and the third. And then y'all never speak to each other again. Well, if it's bad anyways, I mean, if it's good, no, so you're getting a call back for that shit, for another round, but whatever. Anyways. These instances are known before, back in the days, in the 90s, they were known as a booty call. Shout out to Bill Bellamy for that. Yes, he is the one to originate the term, but he never got credit for it, so I'm letting it be known. Yes, Bill Bellamy, you originated it. But nowadays they are called sneaky links. But it could also happen in other cases via rape, where someone wants to, quote unquote, take it from someone without their consent, whether they want it or not, via brute force or via gun/knife point. And on that one, I'm with Jada Kingdom. Okay, ladies, walk with owner protection at night. You never know what could reach you. And also execution for blood clot rape. Make the people them data live them blood clot like stop kill the people them man. Sure. Stop laughs after the people them data una data blood clot man them can't bother what una you know. I'ma stop it. Anyways, but it could also happen via drugs and alcohol, whether it be undrunken mistake or other drugs they use to amplify, intensify, or enhance the experience. Okay, and when it comes to that, let's break it down, shall we? Weed and alcohol, yes, by all means, but make sure you do it responsibly. But with the others, whether it be poppers, aka Tina, which is otherwise known as meth, crystal meth to be specific, and of course ecstasy. What all? That, don't bring that shit over here, okay? But that's chemsex for you. And on that note, a lot can go into sex, whether it be, those who are into BDSM, which, let's break that down, shall we? BD, otherwise known as bondage or discipline. DS, otherwise known as dominance and submission, and S&M, otherwise known as sadism and masochism. Now, bondage, that's when people like to get tied up, whether it be with ropes, chains, belts, whatever other household materials you got. And of course, there's discipline where it's just like, they do this, they do that, this, that, and the third. Dominance, that's when someone likes to take control. Submission that's when someone wants to, be controlled, so to speak, or they want somebody else to take control for them. Sadism is when you get pleasure off of seeing someone in pain, and masochism, that is when you get pleasure out of being in pain. Oh yeah, there's levels to that shit. And then of course there are furries, who are people who like to dress up in animal costumes and get it on. And then of course there's hentai, which is animated porn, and then there's also this interesting of bukkake, where you or someone else specifically is in a circle of either men or whichever other gender there is, and they come all over you, or sometimes pee all over you, R. Kelly style. Yes, that is very much a thing. And those are just a name of you. If you want more info, please go to a porn site and look at the categories. They literally have something for everybody. Or better yet, go to Tumblr. Make sure incognito mode is on, of course. And make sure you wipe up all your browsing history after that. Don't take no chances, child, okay? In some cases, you can't go to jail. Now, what is classified as great sex? Don't know. What people be lying, boasting, and fronting about orgasms, okay? But the body never lies. The shivers, the shakings, the toe curlings, the heart beatings out of their chest, or the extremes, whether it's, you're getting threatened with death for giving their quote-unquote pussy/dick away, or they're calling your phone non-stop, begging you for sex, proposing marriage, offering you money to fly you out, this, that, and third. I mean, have any of them instances reached me yet? Interesting enough, they have, and I never even give it up, but that's a different story. But actually, that speaks to another point. Some of these instances have happened to me, yes, and I've never given it up. But hey, that is quote-unquote GPE, good pussy energy, my girl. Shout out to Jada Kingdom, good pussy problems, but can't bother. But But there are many other positions, and actually there are many positions when it comes to sex, okay? There's missionary, which, yeah, that's boring. Cowgirl, twirl, aka riding, which that is the only position that would make me want to try sex. I mean, come on. You on top, just like literally staring a dude in his eyes, watching the eyes roll in the back of his head. He over here moaning, cursing, do all this other foolishness, and you literally feel his body shaking. Oh, it's just, taking a dude's soul is just, it's something else, girl. Try it. Then, of course, there's doggy style, which, yeah, I don't know about all that. And then, of course, there's the lizard lock, the wheelbarrow, the box shot, skin upon your head top, seesaw, and all them other positions where they're making them on. Why they have never made a Kama Sutra of their own, I will never know. It bewilders me. It amuses me. It amazes me. And then there's this thing of, location. Oh, yes, it's not just in the bedroom alone. People are getting their freak out. I don't know. In cars, in the middle of sidewalks, in public transportation stations, against the staircase, in parks, in broad daylight. And all these instances have occurred in my life. Oh, yeah. Which ones? Yeah, I'll let y'all be the judge of that one. I ain't gonna sit over and snitch on myself like that. Call it true truths and a lie. Oh, child, I'm a fool. Now, for men, bad sex is apparently a pussy that is too loose, like she's been ran through, has a scent and or taste in some cases, reminiscent of a fish market or sanitation, and that is as dry as a Sahara desert. Good sex, apparently, from what I've seen, is head first. Deep throat, whether it be sloppy, bottomless, wet slurping, that two-stroke hand combo with a pussy so wet and blood clot tight, and soft like a Tempur-Pedic bed/sheet spread that just speaks for itself. Basically, macaroni and cheese. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Now, women, bad sex is, no stamina, it's too little, and there's no top. Like, hello, your dick is not enough. You need an appetizer before the main course, okay? You have to warm up the car before you take a gulp on the blood car run. Now, great sex is just wave after wave, constant clit action / stimulation, head / a stroke game that makes you want to run away or that puts you dead ass asleep. And lastly, can sex hold / keep someone? I don't know. That is the $1 million question. Like every great infomercial, results may vary on that one. But who knows? I mean, you can have great sex and you can still get cheated on. Look at Beyonce. Hell, look at Cardi B. Hell, look at most women nowadays. And apparently some men to some extent. Oh no! Money could have sucked on you. The boy still like a fuck on you. Money could have sucked on you. The girl still like a fuck on you. Big up Shania Muir and of course Tyler G for that song That's When. Go check it out. But on that note, me and sex, yeah, we're done. Finished with it. My cut, my left, my done. Me got mines. I'm not sure if you get yours, but I got mines, okay? Sex with me, chances are, it would be, so amazing. Sex with me, it's just so amazing. Whew, thank you, Riri. Congrats on the baby girl. Woo! Where the marriage come? I don't know. But before I go, a couple things. One, sex is what you make it, okay? Learn your body. Explore your sexuality. See what you're into. If you don't know if you don't know what the hell's going on, how is anybody else supposed to know, huh? Number 2, don't expect it to be the leash to keep someone. Since Sister Yaga Bay, please tell them why. Yeah, the pussy's so good, yet you still don't love me. Yeah, the pussy's so good, yeah, but you still don't love me. Shout out to you, Yaya Bay, my girl with Sister Keisha. Okay, and number 3, sex is an experience. Try something new, something different. Be creative. And on that note, my fantasy for sex is a I'm very simple when it comes to my sexual interests, proclivities, fantasies. You know, it'd be a deep conversation, a makeout session. You know, along my neck specifically, not on my lips, unless you got it like that. But mostly, yeah, a whole lot of slapping on my neck. Hella slow. Then just choking me to death, slapping the shit out of me. Yeah, I just love that demon type of question. And then some spitting, of course. I mean, whether it be a miss, but I'm just not into that. But I'm more into like the tripping. But yeah, not a miss and not a Hawksman one, unless you're fine enough, then maybe, I don't know. But that whole drip and drool spit, Jesus, flashbacks. Whew, okay. All right, got me.